In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NFL matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with Green Bay taking on Minnesota, and this is a rivalry game where the market expects control but not comfort. Minnesota laying 8.5 tells you the books believe they're the better side, but Green Bay catching double digits keeps this game live far deeper than the public usually expects. Rivalry games like this rarely follow clean scripts, especially when familiarity limits explosive separation. The total sitting in the mid-30s signals a slow, physical game where every possession matters and points are at a premium. That's why here we're taking Green Bay plus 10.5, and we're going under 37. Next up is Indianapolis versus Houston, and this number tells a very clear story. Houston laying 10 expects dominance, but Indianapolis catching 11 gives you value in a divisional game where backdoor scores are always live. These are the exact spots where favorites tighten up late while underdogs stay aggressive. The total just under 40 suggests controlled pace and limited explosiveness, which naturally favors points over margin. In this one, we're taking Indianapolis plus 11, and we're going under 39. Cleveland takes on Cincinnati next, and this matchup is all about expectation versus execution. Cincinnati laying 7.5 implies control, but Cleveland catching 8 gives you room in a game that projects to stay competitive into the second half. Divisional familiarity keeps margins tight, and the total in the mid-40s suggests a game driven more by sustained drives than quick strikes. That kind of profile favors underdogs hanging around. We're taking Cleveland plus 8, and we're going under 45. Dallas heads to New York to face the Giants, and this is one of the cleaner market reads on the slate. Dallas laying 3.5 shows trust but not dominance, which tells you the books expect a controlled game rather than a blowout. New York catching points keeps it close on paper, but the total at 50 indicates expectations of scoring swings and late aggression. When totals get this high, spreads become harder to separate cleanly. In this spot, we're laying it with Dallas minus 3.5, and we're going under 50. Next is New Orleans versus Atlanta, and this is a divisional matchup that almost always tightens late. Atlanta laying 3.5 suggests slight control, but New Orleans catching points gives you value in a game where familiarity kills explosive separation. The total sitting in the low 40s points to long drives, conservative decisions, and clock control on both sides. That's why we're taking New Orleans plus 3.5, and we're going under 43. Tennessee takes on Jacksonville next, and this one is all about market confidence. Jacksonville laying 12 shows strong belief in control, but Tennessee catching 13.5 gives you plenty of room in a divisional game where garbage time scoring is very real. The total in the high 40s suggests enough offense to keep the back door wide open, especially late. That combination leans points over margin. We're taking Tennessee plus 13.5, and we're going over 47. Miami faces New England next, and this is a game where perception and price don't line up cleanly. Miami catching 11.5 is a big number in a divisional matchup that historically stays tighter than expected. New England laying double digits means they need sustained dominance, not just control, and that's a tough ask in games like this. The total in the mid-40s suggests a balanced script without constant scoring pressure. In this one, we're taking Miami plus 11.5, and we're going under 45. We wrap it up with Las Vegas against Kansas City, and this is a spot where the number is doing all the work. Kansas City laying 4 shows respect but not fear, and Las Vegas catching 5.5 keeps them live throughout. Divisional games against elite teams often compress late once the favorite switches to clock management. The total sitting in the mid-30s tells you this game is expected to be slow, methodical, and field position driven. That's why we're taking Las Vegas plus 5.5, and we're going under 36. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Now let's recap everything clean so you can lock it in. Green Bay plus 10.5 and under 37. Indianapolis plus 11 and under 39. Cleveland plus 8 and under 45. Dallas minus 3.5 and under 50. New Orleans plus 3.5 and under 43. Tennessee plus 13.5 and over 47. Miami plus 11.5 and under 45. Las Vegas plus 5.5 and under 36. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!